mind is making decisions before you're aware. And it's not you. You didn't decide to click this video. Your finger moved first. The reason came later. Notice what your mind just tried to do. It wanted to explain itself. I was curious. I was already scrolling. It just popped up. That explanation feels convincing because it always arrives after the action. The movement happens, then the story shows up to take credit. That gap matters more than you think. Most people believe control disappears when life gets loud, when things are stressful, when everything feels overwhelming. That's comforting because it means you're in control most of the time. But control doesn't leave during chaos. It leaves during silence. Half a second, nothing required of you. No decision yet, and something steps in. Not a loud thought, not a command, just a familiar voice that already knows where the door is. By the time you notice it, you're already cooperating. Stop. Here. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to be mindful. Just notice how little time there was between movement and awareness. That wasn't you deciding. That was something else moving first. Here's what that something else looks like. You're doing something ordinary, waiting for a page to load, walking from one room to another, standing still for just a moment longer than expected. Nothing is wrong. That's the opening. A thought appears, not important, not urgent, just familiar enough to feel safe. It doesn't ask permission. It doesn't announce itself. It arrives already assuming it belongs. And that's the trick. You don't experience it as a thought entering. You experience it as you thinking. By the time you're aware of it, it's already mid-sentence, and your body is already adjusting around it. Hand moving, tab opening, phone unlocked. Then the explanation arrives. Clean, reasonable, polite. I was just checking. I needed a break. I was already there anyway. Those explanations don't control anything. They just make the loss of control feel intentional. That's the mechanism. A pause appears. A thought arrives first. You follow it. Then you explain it. The explanation gives you the illusion of authorship. The illusion keeps you calm. And calm is exactly what allows the cycle to repeat. This doesn't happen because you're weak. It happens because the system is fast. Whatever arrives first wins. Not because it's important, because it's early. And over time, that changes your role. You're no longer the one deciding what deserves attention. You become the place where attention lands. Your day stops being shaped by priorities. It's shaped by arrival order. That's not thinking. That's hosting. This is where it gets uncomfortable. If If your mind is deciding before you're aware, then most of your day isn't chosen. It's inherited, not taken from you, handed over in pieces too small to defend. A few seconds here, a few minutes there. Nothing dramatic enough to trigger resistance. By the end of the day, you feel busy, but you can't point to anything you deliberately chose. You remember responding. You don't remember deciding. That's the cost. Not lost time, not productivity. Authorship. I noticed it most clearly one night in the kitchen. The kettle was on, nothing else needed doing. I didn't reach for my phone. I didn't play anything. I didn't plan. And within seconds, something inside me panicked. A thought rushed in, a memory, a problem, anything to fill the space. That's when it became obvious. Empty moments don't feel neutral anymore. They feel unsafe. So the mind fills them before awareness can arrive, before you can decide what belongs there. That's how control disappears. Not during big choices, between them. In the half second where something appears and you treat it like a command. By the time you feel fine, the choice already passed. And once you see that it doesn't go away, every pause becomes visible. Every sudden thought feels like a question you didn't ask. Not, is this useful? Not, is this productive? But something sharper. Did I choose this? Or did it choose me? That's where I stop. Not because I found an answer, but because for the first time that day, nothing automatically happened next. And that silence didn't feel empty. It felt like the only moment that was actually mine.